All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a place. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday, October 31st, 2022. This month flew by. Already Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
No, got a pretty good slate of games today. Got a World Series game tonight. Got Monday Night Football. Got some NBA games as well. Sure there's some hockey games on today as well. So it's a pretty good slate of games. All right. We'll get ready to jump right into it. Fix this real quick. All right. Now we should be good on that. We'll go. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll start with the NFL with Monday Night Football. Then we'll move over to the World Series. And then we'll talk NBA and NHL. NFL tonight, you have one of the battles of Ohio, as you have the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This game is in Cleveland. The Bengals are 3.5-point favorites on the road, minus 178 on the money line. The Browns are plus 150 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 45.5. I think this is going to be. I like the Bengals in this game. I wish I'd rather get it at 3 than 3.5. But even at 3.5, I still like the Bengals. I know they've lost Jamar Chase for the next few weeks, but their offense is starting to get going. They have some other still have pretty good depth at receiver core, and they still got Mixon at the running back. I just think their offense is going to be able to put up more points than what Cleveland's offense is going to be able to put up. Cleveland's been struggling. Their defense sometimes looks pretty good, and other times they just kind of collapse and don't look very good at all. I think the Bengals are playing better football right now, so I like the Bengals at the minus 3.5. You have any thoughts on the football game?
Well, I kind of agree with you, but I did come up with a parlay for that game, and I'm going to go against that. If I can find it here, I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, and the reason I would go against it is because it'd be a real good payday. I've got Cincinnati at Cleveland, and I would take Cleveland plus the 3.5. Which you think it went to 3 maybe?
No, so I'd like to get to 3, but it's at 3.5.
Okay, 3.5, and then I would take it under, which would be probably a risk too. But I'm gonna take it under 45.5.
I like the under 45.5.
And then Tyler Boyd anytime score, and a $10 bet would be plus 1171 would be $127.
Yeah,
I mean the game's at Cleveland. I mean Cincinnati did lose a receiver. I mean I still think Cincinnati will win. I really do. But I'll take the plus 3.5. I like the under, and I think Tyler Boyd's going to score. So I mean I think there's a chance there. I mean, and it's only a $10 bet. I mean,
yeah, you're not. It's not like it's one of them bets. If you win, you're winning a good amount. And if you lose, you're not. It ain't like you're losing a lot of money. It's one of them that are low risk money wise, but
low risk, high reward.
I do like the under the 45.5 in this game a lot. I just feel like the Bengals offense is playing better than what they were at the beginning of the season. I think the Browns are going to struggle to slow them down. World Series World Series tied 1-1 as they split in Houston. Now they go back to Philly for 3 games. These games here are going to be interesting, especially like tonight's game, because now you're getting where the teams aren't pitching their aces or their better pitchers. For the Astros, you got McCullers on the mound. He's not a bad pitcher by any means, but he's not Verlander,
Yeah,
or Valdez.
well, I don't think neither team has got their top guys going in. Really, Philadelphia's top guys didn't pitch real great.
Yeah, they didn't. No, I mean both games, because the first game they got down and was able to come back. The second game they got down and almost was able to come back.
Had some opportunities.
Well, he goes about an inch from that home run, 3-run home run, making it 5-3, and then they end up scoring a couple runs that inning. So I mean, you never know what would have happened. But I mean, you get that 3-run home run, it could have really changed the momentum of the game. And at first it was called a home run, and then they got reversed, which you could tell it barely went foul. Yeah. I was kind of surprised that the umpires missed that live.
But if this series gets to a 5 or 6, 7 game series, Philadelphia's pitchers are going to have to pitch a little bit. Yeah. To have a chance, in my opinion. Yeah.
Oh no, I agree. Verlander didn't pitch great for the Astros. Valdez pitched. He pitched a real good game.
Valdez has been the best pitcher of the playoffs for Houston, I think.
But tonight for the Phillies, you have Syndergaard, which Syndergaard's he's not the pitcher he used to be, but he's still pretty good. He's pitched. He's made 3 appearances in the postseason this year. Hit 1 start, and he went 5 innings. Only gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. He has pitched in 2 outings against Houston in his career. One of them was this year. He's pitched 9 innings, gave up 5 hits and 3 runs. So that's not really too bad either. I like the Phillies tonight, being their first game back in Philadelphia at home. They're undefeated in the playoffs at home, which Houston was too until game 1. But Phillies are undefeated at home in the playoffs. It's going to be a crazy crowd. The weather going to be a little cooler. And I think Philadelphia is going to be a little more prepared for that weather than maybe Houston will be, especially in game 1. So I like the Phillies here as at the plus 112 on the money line. You get good value, getting good value at plus money, a little over even money. So, and I also like I know the first game went over, but I like the under the 8. I think 8 runs is quite a bit of runs.
Well, both games have scored pretty good, but I guess it was under the. Well, what was it last time? 7.5 last one too. Yeah, they scored 7, didn't they? So I guess it was under.
Now it's at 8, so I kind of like I like the Phillies money line, but I like the under the 8 because 8 runs is quite a few runs. Hey, how's it going, Dre Montez? Thanks for joining us. He says go Philly. That's who I took at the beginning in 6 games. I'm hoping, and I'm not a big fan of either team. Be honest, I'm just more of a National League guy. I'm a big Cincinnati Reds fan, so I like the National League. Castellanos played for the Reds a little bit, and then Kyle Schwarber played for my favorite college, IU. So I'd kind of like to see them guys get one.
Do you see this? The Bears just traded Roquan Smith to the Ravens.
Bears are basically punting on the season. Yes, we will have some NBA picks. We'll be getting those here in just a few minutes. I do have some, so we'll get those in just a few minutes. Thanks for joining us, by the way, as well. What's your thoughts on the World Series tonight?
I kind of agree with you. I think the Phillies will get this game. I think they definitely want to at least get 2 out of 3 here. I think this is a good game for them to get. You know what they're planning on starting for game 4 and 5 there?
No, I haven't heard for game 4 or 5. I mean, you might be able. You had the day off for travel, so they might try to bring back. I mean, both teams might try to bring back their aces.
I figured they at least would pitch their ace game 5.
Yeah,
and then they might save the other one for 6, and then if 7 you would have Syndergaard again. So I didn't know.
Or
Sure.
Suarez, but they're not starting Suarez because they used him. They used him in one of the games in relief.
Yep. So it could be interesting.
Wow. Dre Montez said his buddy bet game one would go in extra innings and won $250K.
Damn.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a win.
I kind of like the Phillies tonight, but you just never know, man. I tell you what.
Oh yeah, especially when you get in the world playoffs and the World Series. I mean,
I think baseball is one of the toughest ones to bet. It's pretty tough, especially playoff baseball. It's tough.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Which team's going to get hot?
You just never know if a pitcher's going to have a good start.
Yep.
If a guy's going to get hot. But yeah, I kind of like Philadelphia tonight.
Yeah, I like Philly as well. NBA, we have the 76ers at the Wizards. It's the first game tonight. 76ers are 3.5-point favorites. They're minus 158 on the money line. The Wizards are plus 134 on the money line. Over under for this game's at 217. Sixers have not got off to a good start of the season. But I think there'll be too much for this Washington Wizards team. I like the Sixers on the money line in this game.
Just real quick, I seen the Lakers got their first win.
Yep, Lakers finally got their first win of the season.
Westbrook had a really good game.
Oh, I hadn't even looked at the highlight or looked at the.
Had 18 for the high in assist. Had like 8 rebounds. If you look at Westbrook's stats, he's not playing bad basketball.
He had the one bad game where he was like 0 for 11,
Yeah,
but other than that, he's not played too bad. And they all want to blame it all on Westbrook. He's going to be, if this season keeps going like it's been going, he's going to be the scapegoat, kind of like I feel Frank Vogel was last season. I still don't feel like Frank Vogel should have lost his job. He was doing the best he could with the roster that he's given. Man, I can't believe the Bears traded Roquan Smith. That's a big pickup for the Ravens.
Well, it's a smart move by the Ravens because the Ravens are 4-2, I think. They're still right there in their division, and they've got a capable offense. Their defense, you never know.
Yeah,
but they have a capable offense. I think they still need to add another weapon on the offensive side.
Did you see the big brawl between Michigan and Michigan State?
I heard about it.
They're saying there might be some criminal charges filed.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I think offensively, Baltimore should add. What if they added a guy like from the Texans that Cooks, a receiver, to give them another option or another running back of some kind?
Yeah. But going back real quick to Michigan State game, that's the reason you saw it last night in the NFL game as well when Green Bay and Buffalo's coming out. There shouldn't be these stadiums that have one tunnel where the teams coming and going off the field in the same way. Because these guys should be able to hold their emotions, but still, you're there's going to be problems when if you have these guys coming out of the same tunnel or trying to go back in the locker room through the same tunnel. I don't think there's many stadiums left like that, but we saw it last night in Buffalo. Stephon Diggs and the cornerback, one of the cornerbacks from can't think of his name now, from Buffalo or from the Packers. They were going at it before the game, and then it carried on throughout the game. Next NBA game we have is the Sacramento Kings at the Charlotte Hornets. The Kings are 3-point favorites, minus 144 on the money line. Hornets are plus 122 on the money line, 1.5. I like the Charlotte Hornets in this game. I'm kind of surprised the Hornets are underdogs at home. But yeah, I like Charlotte to get a win against the Kings tonight. Over under at 231.5. That's a lot of points, but I'll tell you what, there's hardly no defense played in the NBA right now.
That's for sure.
Pacers at the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are 8-point favorites. Nets are on a 4-game losing streak. They lost to the Pacers Saturday night.
Nets probably want some revenge.
They lost Pacers Saturday night. Pacers are plus 250 underdogs on the road. Over unders at 235. Uh, I'm a big Pacer fan, but I agree with you. I think Brooklyn's going to play a lot better tonight than what they did on Saturday night. But what I really like in this game is the over the 235 because Pacers defense isn't very good.
But the Pacers are playing. They've won 2 in a row.
Yep.
Maybe they're finding themselves a little bit.
Yeah, they're 3-3.
I mean, and the rookie and Halliburton are balling. I mean, we could have a rookie of the year candidate. I mean, if we can keep them two around there with the Pacers for a long time to come, we're definitely moving in the right direction. I think, I still think I like Turner. I don't love Turner. I always like the other big guy.
Yeah, I like Sabonis better. But if they're going to trade Turner, for Westbrook, I'd rather keep Turner.
Yeah, I agree. I don't, and don't get me wrong, we could be wrong about Westbrook. Westbrook could come in there and play really well, but I don't think he's a leader. And I think if we're going to go out and get somebody, we need to get somebody that's going to be. I
don't think he's a good fit for our team. We have guards. I mean, we have Hill, we have Halliburton, we're pretty set at that position. I don't think he'd be a good fit for the team. And this Maturin, the rookie we have, I know it's early in the season, only been 5-6 games, but he's one of the early candidates for rookie of the year right now. I mean, he had I think 32 points the other night against Brooklyn.
I think if he stays healthy, he's going to be in the running. There ain't going to be no doubt about it as long as he stays healthy.
And he's shooting a pretty good percentage too as well.
Halliburton's playing great. I don't know. Are we strong enough up front? I mean, I know we have Turner, but Turner is a big guy. He's good at blocking shots. He's decent at rebounding. He's not a super great rebounder. I mean, he's a good rebounder, but he's not would you call him a great rebounder?
No, I wouldn't call, no, not really, because he has games where he don't get many rebounds.
He's a pretty good defender.
And he can shoot for a big man too.
Yeah. But I guess the NBA don't really like the classic big guys. I do. Yeah. I like a big, tough, physical guy. I guess they're kind of outdated now, but
yeah, they are a little outdated in the NBA.
That's why I don't watch a lot of regular NBA games. So I like the older style.
Then you have the Atlanta Hawks at the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors are 3-point favorites, -142 on the money line at home. Hawks are +120 on the money line on the road. Over under for this game's at 222.5. This is another one where I like the underdog. I like the Hawks here. Raptors at home. I understand they're at home, but the Raptors hasn't been a real strong team. I think the Hawks are starting to find their chemistry with some of the changes that they made over the season or over the offseason. I mean, so I like the Hawks in that game. We'll give out our best picks of the day here in just a minute for each sport. So as we get toward the end of the show here in a few. Next game, the Detroit Pistons at the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks are 13-point favorites, -900 on the money line. Pistons are +610 on the money line. Over-unders at 224.5. I think the Bucks win this game, but for me in the NBA game, 13 points is just way too many points to give up. Because if a team gets a big lead, they can bring in their sub. You just never know. Just 13 points is just too many points. But I do think the Bucks win this game. Pistons are improving, but they're a younger team. Still, they're kind of like the Pacers. They're a young team. Grizzlies at the Jazz is the next game. Grizzlies are 2-point favorites on the road, -130 on the money line. The Jazz is +110 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 230. I like the Grizzlies in this game. These teams played on Saturday. The Jazz winning by like 1 point. I think the Grizzlies are going to come back out tonight, try to get revenge on that game. So I like the Grizzlies at the -2 or at the money line at the -130. Then the last game of the night in the NBA is the Houston Rockets at the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers are 9.5-point favorites, -430 on the money line. The Rockets are +340 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 224. I like the Clippers to win this game, but again, I'm not giving up 9.5 points with the Clippers. For one, you never know how much Kawhi Leonard's going to play with nursing his knee injury. He's had for a long time now. It seems like the surgery didn't really help it as much as they thought it would. Rockets are they're a young team. They play hard, but the Clippers are just a better team. I think Clippers win the game, but like I said, 9.5 points, just a little bit too many points for me to give up in that game. Let's see what we got in hockey tonight. Looks like there's only 3 games in hockey tonight.
There's only you sure?
Maybe they're just not showing me all.
Sometimes they don't show them all.
No, there's more. Yeah, there's quite a few hockey games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like there's about 10 hockey games. I don't know a whole lot about hockey. I don't watch it enough. I know Dad's gave out a couple parlays here the last couple weeks that have hit.
Yep.
In hockey.
Friday and Saturday I was 2 for 3 on both my parlays. I've got another hockey parlay I'll give out here in a little bit for tonight.
Well, if you want, you can go ahead and do that.
I had an NFL parlay hit this weekend. It was in the Giants Seattle game. I had the Seattle winning money line, which they did. I had the Giants in Seattle under the 44.5, and I had Saquon Barkley scoring anytime. A $10 bet was worth $85. It hit yesterday. See if I can find my stuff here.
Okay, while he does that, NFL tonight, Monday Night Football. I like the Bengals. I like my favorite bet for the Monday Night Football game night is going to be the under the 45.5 in the Bengals and Browns game. I can see this. I don't see the Browns putting up a whole lot of points, and the Bengals offense has been kind of spurty, and they're missing Jamar Chase. So I like the under the 45.5 in the Monday Night Football game. That's going to be my best pick for football tonight. World Series wise, I like the Phillies on the money line. I think being at home, first game at home, be the first time that the Astros are going to have to deal with the weather in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia fans is going to be going nuts. It's going to be a madhouse there in Philadelphia. I like the Phillies to pick up the win tonight against the Astros. And then in the NBA, I like the Philadelphia 76ers on the money line, the Memphis Grizzlies -2, and I like the Indiana Pacers and Brooklyn Nets game over 235. That'd be my 3 picks for the NBA games tonight. Grizzlies -2, 76ers on the money line, and the Pacers Pacers in Brooklyn over 235. That's going to be my picks for today.
Okay. I've got 3 parlays for today. I'll give my NHL first. I've got the Washington Capitals at the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes money line win. I got the Detroit Red Wings at the Buffalo Sabres. I'll take the Sabres in the money line win. And I got the LA Kings at the St. Louis Blues. I'll take the Blues at home in the money line win. $10 bet is plus $7.99 worth $89. I've got okay, I'll go ahead and repeat my NFL one from earlier. That's for the Cincy game tonight. Cincy at Cleveland. I'm taking Cleveland plus 3.5. I'm taking the minus under the 45.5, and Tyler Boyd anytime score. $10 bet is worth $127 at plus 1171. And then I got an NBA one. I'm going to take the Charlotte Hornets plus 2 at the Sacramento Kings. I'm going to take the Houston Rockets plus 9.5 at the Clippers, and I'm going to take the Pacers plus 8.5 at Brooklyn.
They just showed that IU lost their best receiver for the season with a torn ACL.
Really?
I know their season hasn't been great anyway,
No.
but still.
They've been in a lot of games, but they just can't.
Camper, I think his name was Camper or something like that.
They haven't been be able to play. I think when they lost Phoenix, the quarterback, I think that kind of set them back a little bit. Not that this quarterback has played terrible, but the defense, they haven't been able to put together a whole game all year long.
And Penix was more of a dual threat where he could really put the defense in some trouble as well. To recap my picks or recap the picks real quick before we get out here. Monday Night Football game tonight. I like the Bengals and Browns under the 45.5. World Series game. I like the Phillies on the money line. I lean toward the under the 8. as well, but I really like the Phillies on the money line. And then the NBA, I like the Grizzlies -2, the Philadelphia 76ers on the money line, and the Indiana Pacers and Brooklyn Nets over 235. That's my picks for tonight. Dad just gave out his parlays. Do you have anything else?
No. Should be a good night of sports. Well, maybe check out a little hockey and check out the baseball game some in between Monday Night Raw. So
yeah, I'm probably flipping back and forth between the Monday Night Football game and the World Series. And it's Halloween, and there's a pretty good slate of games on Halloween, so hey, that's always a good thing. If you're a sports fan, there's quite a bit on tonight. But real quick, one more time before we get out of here, my picks for the best picks for tonight are Bengals and Browns under the 45.5. I like the Phillies on the money line in the World Series game tonight, and in the NBA, I like Grizzlies -2, 76ers on the money line, and Pacers and Brooklyn Nets over 235. Like I said, Dad gave out some some parlays. If you're interested in those, he's had 2 or 3 hit here over the last couple weeks. But we appreciate everybody watching. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show, and go over to tomorrow's games. But hope. He says he likes the Wizards. Let's see what this is. He likes the Wizards +4, Charlotte +3. Okay, yeah, I like the Hornets +3 too. It was just one of the ones that was on my best picks, but I do like that. I like the Grizzlies, which is, like I said, it's in mine. I think it's -2 right now. 76ers on the money line. I think Pacers and Brooklyn is going to go over the 235. Hey, no, thank you. We appreciate you for joining us today. Like I said, we're live Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back tomorrow, give our picks for Tuesday's games. We appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room.
We got the Colts show tonight.
Yeah, we got the Colts show Colts show Horseshoe Talk at 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. That's live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room and at the All Sports All Plays Network. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room and at the All Sports All Plays Network. Like and follow on Facebook and Twitch, both networks as well. And if we don't see you guys at 6 p.m. Eastern for the Colts show, also got Gonzo and the Judge Sports Talk tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk about the Monday Night Football game, go over the World Series, recap the NFL action from over the weekend. So we'll have a big show tonight at 11 Eastern with myself and the sports judge, Jonathan Mathis. Like I said, please hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for more Easy Money, a sports betting show.
All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making up plays. We talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.